Good morning. This is Apostle William McGee here in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome to Fanatic Central 101. This is May 18, 2017. Barahim Habaim. Efo Haida. Assalamu alaikum. Mihaba. Bonjour. Buongiorno. Kamsamida. Ni hao. Ni mi hao. And what's up to all the other people that don't speak nothing but English? Okay. I started yesterday talking about mental illness. This is part 2. And I'm going to stay on this for a while because this thing is important and it's large. Okay. Not just here in America, but here in San Antonio. I'm going to focus on San Antonio and not America. I know in America it's probably more than that. People suffering from some type of mental illness. I know we're soldiers because I'm a soldier myself, and like I told you, we suffer from PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. Martin Luther King talked about this. He said, when you send people into bloody battlefields and they come back psychologically gone, deranged. They come back and they're unable to fit back into society because when you put them on a bloody battlefield and they're losing their friends and they're losing comrades and even the enemy is their comrades as well, you're seeing all this death and all this destruction. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. Anyone. Somebody's gonna come back messed up. Somebody's gonna come back desensitized, saying, "Well, you know what? It don't affect. People could jump off buildings and people could kill themselves, and it doesn't affect." That's how some of the PTSD does. Okay. But others, the slightest hearing of an alarm or something flying over, they're gone. They're in a prone position trying to find some place to hide. Okay, and it doesn't never wear off. No matter how much sessions you have, it don't wear off. You would think after 2 years or 3 years going to counseling and to sessions to talk to psychiatrists and psychoanalysts and therapists, that would work, but it doesn't work. But today I'm going to talk about mental illness. That's all part of mental illness. Anxiety attacks, bipolar, DID, dissociated identity disease, which talks about multiple personalities, schizophrenic, schizoaffective, paranoid schizophrenics, hallucinates, where they're talking to people that they don't, and and then here's the big one. Everybody claims it's a mental illness, but even demonology, dealing in the spiritual or demonics, play a part in mental illness. This is what I want to talk about today in San Antonio. Here, there are 475,000 people within this population here in San Antonio of a population of 1.4 million. 475,000 of them have mental illness. And then they only have the capabilities of taking care of 2,700 people. 2,700 people out of 475,000. Now that is a lot. That's like a 2,000 out of 400,000. That's like a little sliver or drop in the big old bucket. Yet no one, with the exception of NAMI, with the exception of the healthcare facilities that have constructed themselves around it, plus Bexar County has, and some others, have formulated themselves in the pursuit of trying to actively work up a plan with our state, up in Austin, our state lawmakers, about how serious mental illness is. We're talking about 475,000 citizens here in San Antonio that are unable to vote, that are unable to have a job, that are unable to do just the common things, take care of themselves or rent a home or be productive. 475,000 citizens that go without mental health facilities. Yeah, we have Laurel Ridge. We have all these different hospitals, the Nicks, and all these, and even down here for the homeless. We have that. Okay, half your homeless are more mental. They have mental ill because, like I said yesterday, the state hospital has been kicked out, put the mental ill people out, and brought in forensic beds or those criminally insane coming from overpopulated prisons. When you kill someone, when you murder someone, when you become a serial killer, when you step be across the standard line where they say thou shalt not kill, you're over here, way over here. You're over past that line. You move your line. You see, because even serial killers know the difference. They know the difference where the line is. They say, well, you know what? I don't worry about the line. They move past the line. And they're over there just knocking people off because those ones they kill one time, two times, they're desensitized to how the value of life. Okay? My field, my specialty is social psychology. I have a bachelor's, a BSOE of occupational education. And my specialty is social psychology, criminology, criminal minds. But we have to go beyond that. You have to go beyond that. My son, as I said, suffers from schizoaffective or paranoid schizophrenia plus DID. I've talked to them over the years. I've been in and out of the clinics. I've been in and out of the hospitals. I've watched the treatment that they put him on, Laurel Ridge, different places, and it all boils down to two things. The individual desiring to be helped and seeing progression in his own healing. And the other thing is the services that are provided. Like I said, when you got to walk in and you got to sit 3 hours just to get a shot, when they give you an appointment at 8 o'clock and you get there at 7:30 at the clinic and you don't get called in to see the doctor just to get your shot until 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, that puts stress on persons that can't handle stress that long. Okay, when you tell them you're here at 8 o'clock to get a shot, at 8 o'clock, at 8:01 or 8:15 or maybe 8:30, they expect to be getting their shot, and so that medication can start to calm them down, and the anxiety of them going into that mode ends. But we have 806 Zalzamora down there. I've been in there quite a bit. You have police officers there to make sure nobody gets out of hand. But somebody's going to get out of hand because these people are waiting to get treated. And it's like the staff, there's time we're running shorthanded. But some, especially the doctors, Dr. McCardle, I'm going to talk about her today. I'm going to bring her up in my thing. She's down at 806 Zalzamora at the clinic there, outpatient clinic. When you're the doctor monitoring these individuals, like my son and other patients, when this person goes off the radar, if he doesn't show up, it is your duty to report this issue to law enforcement, to the mental health in Bexar County, to the district attorney, and to the mayor, and to whoever it is that is monitoring the whole community, because the whole community is at risk now. Just like you have sex offenders that are supposed to be on a national or database, the same thing should apply when we're talking about people suffering from mental illness, especially paranoid schizophrenia, especially DID, especially PTSD. You know, the doctor knows, along with the therapist, know where this individual is. That is why it is so important that everybody that is suffering from this type of illness is in some form of database. And it has to be done at the state level. The state level. And instead of you worrying about bathroom, making sure that the LGBT and the transgender and they have bathroom things, well, guess what? When they're at home, there's only one bathroom, okay? And everybody uses male, female, transgender, whatever your preference is. You only use that one bathroom or those two bathrooms in your home. So you have to use that same principle when you're out there on the street, okay? Based on your gender. I'm not saying that okay? This shouldn't be a state level thing. This shouldn't be none of that. None of that should even enter because mental illness, I look at that as a form of mental illness. Okay? But that's their preference. Okay? LGBT, gay, transgender, and all that. That is their preference. And as a society, we must recognize their preference. But as far as the bathroom, it's just one bathroom. The bathroom only has either a stall or a commode. Put a sign, when it was a transgender, put all three signs on, say men, women, and transgender. And be done with it. And let's go. Because mental illness, like I said, is much bigger. This is a bigger issue. The state, like I'm talking about, database. You have to set up some type of form to keep not just the patients, but the doctors as well in the progression of this person, this citizen, recovery. Recovery. We're looking at recovery. We're not looking at, there's going to be some relapses, but we're talking about recovery. Recovery. NAMI's out there marching, trying to get you to say, oh, wait a minute, we got to stop using this stigma about mental illness or crazy people or these different words. Okay? That's one thing. But the major issue is we need to get enough facilities. We have more than enough hospitals all around San Antonio for people that are sick, that are ill, but we do not have enough facilities for people that are suffering from mental illness. And like I told you, 475,000 San Antonians suffer from mental illness. And they can only take care of 2,700 people. 2,700 people out of 475. That's a lot of citizens that are not voting. That's a lot of citizens that doesn't have a job, that they're drawing SSI from the federal government and SSDI and getting a small assistance from the state in their Medicaid if they don't have Medicare. Okay, these are major issues. This is the thing. Bringing more jobs in. Oh, that's great. Bringing more and being globally competitive. That's another thing. That's great too. But you must take care of your own. You must take care of your own people. You must look out for their welfare. None of these people asked to be mental ill. Some of it is hereditary. Some of it is, but most of it is society. Most of it is society. The pressure that we put on our children to be successful, to be this, to be that. And some of them just can't hang it. They can't handle it. And so they have a mental breakdown. And it's up to us, the ones that are still around and sane enough, to focus on how to get our brothers and our sisters and our sons and our daughters and our citizens back into a mental stability that they can be productive citizens. Productive citizens. Mayor Ali Taylor or whoever else that is, Mayor Ivory Taylor, you're the one right now. Judge Wolf, you're the one in Bexar County. Greg Abbott, Governor. Donald Trump, President. This is the issue that's going on and is plaguing America right now.